a podcast to honor the gods.
This better come with a sacrifice.
Dave X Media.
The bits.
Welcome to The Bits, hosted by your favorite jam buds, Robert.
And Charlie. Oh my god, it's a crossover. It's
Oh my God.
happening.
Listen, it's a crossover. We have to be serious about it.
We do. We're being totally serious. No jokes here.
Totally serious, no jokes here. You say a joke, you're canceled. Anyway, that voice that is not me or Charlie, would you like to introduce yourself?
That's an archangel right there. That's literally the archangel Raphael right there.
Oh shit.
Also known as Raye, colloquially. You know, sometimes. Hey guys, what up?
That's my other co-host.
That's your other co-host.
It's a co-host sandwich.
It's a co-host sandwich, and you're in the middle.
I am.
I mean, if that's what floats your boat, by all means.
You know what?
God.
I'm into it.
I was trying to
All I need to do is just ask my boyfriend for permission. Polyamory, baby.
I'm into it here. It's
Oh,
okay.
hell yeah. Oh, say more. Winks.
You have to say wink though.
Say the word wink because this is a fucking podcast and physical comedy does not do anything. Which definitely hasn't stopped me from doing physical comedy in the past.
You need
Of
to
course.
stop it. You really need to stop the physical comedy. I see you falling on a banana and tripping. Why are you doing it?
One of my favorite TikToks is just some guy on the road and then a guy in a banana costume comes over and trips on him.
God damn it.
There's no, it's just silent. It's like white noise. And you just see a guy just like, on the road. You see a guy in a banana suit walking and tripping on him. Like, this is peak I have to find it and send it to both of you.
My goodness. Hey, bro. I was gonna talk about our guest and say, hey, Raye, give us your pronouns. And how the fuck did you get into Steven Universe?
So yeah, Raye, tell us everything. Tell us who you are.
Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you? Get the fuck out of my cabin. Wait, we're on podcast.
I'm Raye Raphael. I use they, them, or what the fuck ever for pronouns.
You use pronouns, maybe.
I use some
have to
pronouns.
refer to you.
I use a few.
Raye is just a little guy.
But it's only if you want to be seen.
Which is never, so just don't refer to me, actually.
Also, I just realized Zencastr is your internet's handling Zencastr well with both audio and video.
Is that unusual?
Don't you turn off your webcam when you record of the Eldest Gods because your internet
Yeah,
can't
you
handle
do.
I do generally. Also, I just opened Audacity to turn on a backup, and
we don't need a backup.
it seems to be
We're fine.
doing all right.
We don't need a backup. It's fine.
What the fuck? Zencastr doesn't hate you?
Maybe.
Zencastr vibing. Yeah,
It
maybe
seems
I'll
to be
just switch
doing all
over
right.
to Zencastr.
Also, there's a cat here. What is she doing?
Cat!
Show us the cat.
It's the wrong episode.
showing
for
you
a
the cat. Here she is.
Cat!
Love her.
Baby
Oh,
girl,
she's a
say
little beanie
hello.
baby thing.
It is
Oh,
a beanie.
yeah.
It's a beanie baby.
Yeah.
She's a beanie baby. What's her name?
Her name's Riddlebones.
Nice. That's
Also,
a very good cat
Little
name.
Miss Stinky.
Excellent cat names.
When I sing, she jumps up on the back of my chair and bites me on the face. She hates it.
I mean, I would have just preferred to be told to be quiet, but that's
right?
mean.
It's so rude. So that might be why she's here, because she's like, who the fuck are you talking to? Okay, so Steven Universe.
It exists.
Yeah, it's a show. It's a show that I like very, very much. I have watched. I was watching reaction videos of it back before anyone had figured out how to make reaction videos without them getting taken down off of YouTube.
Oh, mood.
And it was sure a wild, wild time. So I've seen a lot of these episodes a lot of times. But I wasn't gonna watch Steven Universe as a kid. I was like, that looks dumb. I didn't watch like Flapjack or Adventure Time, anything with this sort of animation style. I was like, that looks stupid. It's probably some like goofy shit that I'm gonna hate. So
Raye, you have hurt me.
yeah,
well, most over the Flapjack part, because I fucking love Flapjack. I like Adventure Time, but like not as much as.
I still haven't seen Adventure Time. I've seen like a couple of episodes, but like I find it a little bit existentially upsetting. At some point, I'll get into
Oh yeah,
it. I'm
so
sure.
Adventure Time gets very existential towards the end.
Just like random episodes of Adventure Time have like a lot of shit going on. Okay.
I've barely interacted with Adventure Time, but I did, because I've been playing Zelda, I did see the Cartoon Network made like an edit of Link as fucking Finn. That's what his name is.
Yeah.
Finn. Because the arm.
Nice.
In the new game.
Come
yeah.
along with
They both
me.
canonically have the arm thing happen.
R.I.P. Arm.
Yeah,
Not
I've never
my
seen an episode of
squeezing arm.
Flapjack. I only know it by reputation. But I almost didn't watch Gravity Falls for the same reason. I only ended up watching Gravity Falls because the theme song slaps so hard.
It really does!
So, this is the first episode of Steven Universe I ever saw. That's why I'm on this episode.
That's
Serious
why you're
Steven.
on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's because I was like, oh, this show's gonna be some goofy ass shit where like with like no substance. And then I just so happened to catch this episode, and it has like this grandeur to gem like ruins and relics, and like I don't know, the vibes perfect. So I ended up like getting into the show and watching the whole thing and adoring it. I'm a staunch like season 1 defender. You know, people who say that it's too slow. I'm like, no, that's the point. Get good, scrubs.
Listen, I keep being like, oh my god, like the writing is actually so good because the amount of foreshadowing.
It fucking slaps.
It's everywhere. It's
so
all over
good.
the damn place.
Like this drip feed of information, because Steven Universe is a show that is from Steven's perspective, and he's a little kid. And so you learn things so slowly because he just doesn't really get it at first. And even though he's grown up with this stuff, I don't know. I think it's like a fascinating way to tell a story. I love it.
It's so good. We love it. We stan this small boy.
Small boy.
All right. We were talking about Steven Universe, I think.
Yeah, perhaps.
Possibly.
God, I feel like I cannot articulate today, though, but it's fine.
But we have to be serious and talk about Serious Steven, episode 8 of season 1, which premiered January 13th, 2014. Hey, y'all, we're in 2014.
What happened in this fucking episode?
What did happen in this fucking episode? So the episode opens up with Steven like waking up at Funland, and like I don't know if y'all have seen that meme on TikTok where it's like, "Wake up, Gromit! Wake up! We've got to get running, Gromit! There's no cheese and crackers in prison." That's what I was thinking.
I haven't seen that one. It does remind me of like the song. What is it? Tails gets trolled, where he's like, "Wake up, Tails! You fucked up big time."
Wake up, Tails! You fucked up big time. And he sees that Funland is pretty much destroyed all around him, and then we get 2 weeks later.
2 weeks later. I wonder what happened. We'll find out.
Will we?
Will we? Well, they're warping. Steven's got his ukulele on this mission, as he should.
Because it's his and he likes it.
Yeah.
Robert, I just realized he's got his battle ukulele, just like Apollo.
Yep.
In Trials of Apollo. He's got a combat ukulele.
Except it's not made out of celestial bronze, so if you try to whack someone, it would just break.
It's fine.
Whack.
Steven is first and foremost a bard. So, just saying.
My God, you so right.
Absolutely.
Steven just barb.
And then he like flies out of it for a second, and then they warp, and it's strawberry fields.
Strawberry fields forever.
He's just
strawberry fields forever.
And the butterflies attack him, just like in the Hades game where the butterflies are attacking Zagreus.
Ah, they're in my eyes.
I do hate those fucking butterflies in Hades.
Listen, we all hate the butterfly ball, but I think I'd still rather have the butterfly ball than dealing with Asterius twice.
Yo, fuck the butterfly ball. Me and the homies hate the butterfly ball.
Me and the homies do. So yeah, this is your gem battlefield, right? What do you think about? It's now strawberry fields, but there's still weapons all over the damn place.
On the battlefield, where everything is
fascinating
chaos.
show of like Earth reclaiming, like ancient like wars. It is a very interesting like theme that does go throughout Steven Universe.
Hey, you know what I can also compare this to?
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild.
God damn it.
with all the fucking weapons lying about.
No, you're right though. Like
BOTL, Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild, exactly. Like Battle of the Labyrinth.
My God, these podcasts are like falling in on themselves like a black hole.
What was that joke we spent like 20 minutes on that last episode of OTEG that I was on? Something about gay sex?
Oh my God, I don't even remember anymore. But
It
gay
was.
sex. Oh, gay sex in the church or something?
Yeah, something
in the
like
pews.
it was that like something like Raye was recounting an experience that they had.
Thinking about gay sex.
Thinking about gay
while
sex
at
at
church.
church.
Yeah, homies, just think about gay sex while watching Steven Universe.
God damn it! I mean, looking at the fan fiction, that's probably true.
I mean, which gem would you fuck?
Garnet. I'm a brave boy.
Okay.
You would have to be.
You really would.
Yeah, let's see what those fucking gauntlets can do.
Oh God, that's some
I don't even
fisting.
want to know.
That is some fisting.
That is
No! Shut up! I hate you both.
Imagine it's like regular fisting with just her hand, and then she like activates the gauntlet.
No! Okay, I'm leaving. I don't know why I came on this fucking podcast.
There are so many
Because
instances
you love
of
us.
bloopers I have now. This is gonna be a toughie episode to edit.
Why does that have to be bloopers? That could just be in the episode, man.
Oh my
But
God.
do you want it to be though?
Yes.
Do you
Probably not,
want
but I'll
that?
see it.
Yes.
So they arrive at the gem battlefield. Steven falls out of the warp stream. He's covered in strawberry. The butterflies attack him.
They go to the thing, the triangle, upside down triangle thing.
In this battlefield / strawberry field. Yeah, there ain't no strawberries on the triangle. It's just sitting
Well,
there.
because the triangle's floating above them. The strawberries can't reach.
I have so many questions about what the fuck this thing is and what is happening in this episode.
Well,
Actually,
we'll never know because it gets destroyed.
Yeah, that's true. But it's Bill Cipher, but like a gem building,
And
I
also
think.
upside down.
Yeah, it's fine. Evil triangle.
Did y'all see them? So they walk into the pyramid temple thingy and they see a bunch of murals. You notice who's on the murals,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
rose quartz and yellow diamond,
Yeah.
Are
right?
you sure it's yellow diamond? I was trying to figure
It's got
that
the-
out.
It's
It does
the
have
gem
the spiky
placement.
hair.
It's
Yes,
spiky
the
hair
gem
and gem
placement.
placement was
But
on
the
the
gem
chest.
isn't a diamond. It's a pyramid. It's a triangle.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, which is why I wasn't sure. I was thinking maybe it was supposed to be the diamonds and they just like hadn't like finalized designs yet.
I mean, you see the early things of pink diamond, and it's not quite the way
Yeah,
it should
yeah.
be.
No.
But yeah, I don't know. We'll see if the trivia says anything about that, but I don't know, man.
I love how Steven has been told multiple times, hey, if you see creepy shit or weird shit or whatever, please don't touch it. And what Steven does is when he sees the upside down like triangle thingy in the middle, he touches it.
Immediately.
Yeah, wouldn't
he's
you?
like, ooh, what's that thing? He does not look at his mom on the fucking walls.
No, he does not. Wouldn't notice her at all.
Does Steven know what rose quartz looks like at this point?
Yes, they have the
Yeah,
painting
they have
in the house.
Yeah, she's right there. She's in his
always
house.
looking down on them, man.
That's called metaphor.
It really is. Yeah, so he fucks shit up, but he's gotta be serious, Steven!
Serious Steven, activate!
This is a
Right.
fucking gem quest, and he's gotta do it. And so they go through, he's with Garnet.
Pearl
is-
tries to take him at first. She's like, we'll stay here where it's safe. And then Steven's like, what? No, I want to help. And Amethyst's like, heck yeah, and picks him up and she's gonna take him. And Garnet's like, no.
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 This is my boy now.
I'm the middle ground between chaos and order.
Exactly.
She's the neutral. Listen, Pearl is the lawful, Amethyst is the chaotic, and Garnet is the neutral. Okay?
Perfect.
That's how it goes.
What's Steven again?
Steven is
Little guy.
And Steven. No, Steven's just Steven.
Steven has his own alignment over there.
We literally did this joke like maybe 4 episodes ago.
We
So
did.
it's neutral, chaotic, and lawful. And Steven.
Oh, right. I remember you guys doing that. Well, then that makes it a running joke now.
Yeah, there we go. We have it.
Have you guys, like, ever talked about how they're technically supposed to be, like, the Freud, like, id, ego, and superego thing?
We have not talked about this, but yes, I definitely know about this.
I actually don't remember which one's which, because I don't know shit about Freud, but...
Oh, fucking Freud. That man. No one should talk about him, is the thing.
But
id, ego, super
this
ego.
is a perfectly
What's the
fine
difference?
first episode to follow, just so you know. I know that this isn't relevant to anybody but me, but the gems have very easily defined, like, clear, like,
Okay.
personalities and
So-
dynamics, and it works really well. Like, you can just come in and, like, know what's going on almost
I'm
immediately.
sorry, Charlie, do you not know who Gillian Anderson is?
I know that's a person, but otherwise I have no idea.
Okay, Charlie's canceled. Moving on.
I never watched X-Files.
Charlie's canceled. Moving on. How the fuck have you never watched X-Files?
I also never watched X-Files, sorry.
Both of you are grounded. That is like peak like show for the spooky buys, and also for the weird buys, and also for the buys in general.
I was about to say the Freud thing.
Yeah, go for it.
So I think Amethyst is the id, Pearl is the super ego, and then Garnet is the ego because she's
I have
the
no idea what
leader.
y'all are talking about, but I'm just
Yeah,
happy
the
to be included.
instinctual desires the id, and the critical of the super ego mediates between them. So yeah.
I'm just happy to be included.
Well, you are. Okay, so this is gonna be like the teacups all over again, isn't it?
Mm.
Don't you think? We still don't know about the teacups.
But Steven's trying to get over it.
Yeah, okay. This episode also reminds me of another time that we're gonna have Raye on this season, which is the test.
I'm very excited.
Because it's 3 consecutive rooms of, like, challenges.
Right. It literally is, like, the same shit. What I was gonna say earlier is that the murals also show some of these rooms. Like, if you look below the ones that have battles and shit, it's just, like, people dying in, like, fire pits and shit.
That's great. Good shit. Maybe this was, like, a torture room.
Yeah, probably.
They just trapped the war prisoners in here.
Yeah, and like drove them mad by having them routinely go through the same rooms over and 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 over.
Or maybe it's a training place.
So the ones that Garvin and Steven go through,
we got the you gotta only step on the glowing tiles, and then Steven
accidentally tumbles over. Yep.
It's not his fault. The room shakes and knocks him over. Okay, he did great. Just so you know.
He needs balance.
He really does.
Sorry, it just occurred to me that the room shaking was probably because it was rotating.
Yep.
Hey. Yeah, I wonder if you can see it shaking at like the end of every room. Probably.
Steven shows off his guns, and Garnet's like, you might trigger a trap with those guns.
And he does, because he triggers the fucking spike trap. I love how the way they solve not getting spiked is just Garnet standing with her gauntlets, like punching the spikes back up.
It's good. That's how it works. And then
while she is doing that, Steven stops to tune his ukulele, and you're like, buddy, guy, kid.
It's not the time. It's not the time. I'm sorry.
He's just a little guy.
We don't need the bard powers.
Steven ADHD moment is all that I'll say about that.
Absolutely.
All my favorite characters have ADHD, okay?
Percy Jackson, Steven Universe.
Yeah.
Aang. And they're also all Hufflepuffs.
Yeah.
Next question.
I also, before we move on, in the part where Garnet saves Steven from falling to his fiery doom, she like jumps off the blocks and just like forces her feet into one of the blocks.
It's fine.
I don't know if like she just crashes in and she just goes like feet first into the block.
Oh yeah.
This is
so
and
good.
She's just standing there perpendicular.
She good. She has
and then
the
power.
last room, Garnet's like, Steven, get ready. This is gonna be intense.
And then 2 weeks earlier,
it's flashback time, boys.
Where what happened at at Funland was that Steven's on the teacup ride, and he's like getting nauseous and freaking out. He's like, I want off the ride, so he just jumps off the ride.
Listen,
like, kid,
this boy has been raised by not normal people, so he just like gets into these situations that are not normal.
Okay, but no, being on a teacup ride is normal. If you can get off the ride when it is in the air like that, that is a fault of the designers. Just so
True.
like jot this down. Funland is not a safe amusement park.
But it sure is fun.
It sure
he should
is
not have been
fun.
able to do that shit.
Okay, let's not forget that Mr. Smiley is like the only employee here.
Yeah.
That's why nothing here is safe. I don't think we find that out for like a while, but he just never sleeps. He's the only person running it.
Mr. Smiley bans Steven from the rides, which I don't think sticks because I swear he rides some of the rides in future episodes.
Yeah, no, he absolutely comes back to Funland like all the time.
He gets unbanned a few times and rebanned, but also he's just unsafe on the rides. And I think this is actually a throwback to Rose Quartz just doing the same weird shit at Funland in like flashback episodes.
You're so right. They should not like Mr. Smiley should know better at this point.
He's just like, no, all gems are banned from this place. You guys
they should
fuck
be
my
barred
shit.
entry.
Is that
gem
racism
on Earth?
Yeah, but I think the most important thing in the flashback is that Pearl misunderstood the teacups.
Point of this ride.
And she's
just holding a teapot.
She brought it. She brought some tea. And she's like, oops, never mind. So that was it. That was what happened. And then we go back to the present, and Steven apparently just like passed out because trauma.
Poor little guy, he's all tuckered out.
Garnet carried him while he took a nap. Is how she says it.
Yeah.
That's what she says, but he definitely just passed out because it was a traumatic event.
Well, I think also he's really unwell right now, seeing
That's
as he
true.
does get super motion
sick. Yeah. Poor guy. How does he make it to space?
Not well.
He should like throw up a lot when they go to space.
Yeah.
So they go back, like they eventually find themselves back in the center room, and they eventually all realize that, oh, it's like the teacups, it's constantly rotating.
It's just like the teacups.
I love how there's a moment like Garnet smashes the floor so they can go into like the next level, and while they're falling, Pearl's like, oh, it's like the teacups, and Garnet's like, yes, Steven already figured that out.
And then she's all embarrassed. Oh, Pearl.
Why are you like this? Yeah, so then Steven has to quote unquote get off the ride. She tosses him into like the center thing, and he pulls out the gem because, okay, so this building was running because there's a gem in it. This is like our first instance of like gem architecture, which like, when does that come back before Homeworld? Does that ever come back besides in Homeworld?
Maybe.
I know that's
really
like a
not
thing.
Sure. And like, is that like a person gem? Like, would that have?
It is.
Okay.
I think the thing is that all gems are people, right?
Right. So, like, but they're not like trapped in a mirror or whatever. Once they get this person out of the thing, they should have regenerated into a person gem.
Well, we also don't know if they're corrupted too, because maybe this thing is their corruption or part of it.
But corruption is different from being in a thing. Like, Lapis didn't get corrupted because she was in the mirror. And so, like, this person should be fine, probably, question mark, if once they get out of this contraption that's been enslaving them. Hey, gym culture is fucked up.
Is it truly? Is it really?
Let me see. What is this thing? This is the obelisk that held a No, it is a corrupted gem. Okay. Sorry, I'm on the wiki looking for things.
But what do they know? Like, how do they know that shit? Sorry, I'm causing problems.
I have no fucking clue, but this is telling me that I just it's a thing, and it is in fact corrupted. So I trust the wiki for now.
So it's good that we bubbled them. Probably. We assume.
How about this?
I don't
This
know.
thing probably would have killed people, so maybe it's a good thing that they dismantled it.
Yeah,
very
but
least.
but it was also enslaving a conscious person.
Yeah, and yet later they're fine with what happened with Lapis. They're like, that's fine.
Yeah, no, clearly the gems don't care about that shit. Like, I love the gems, but they're my problematic faves. Like,
the gems don't understand the problems in their society.
They clearly understand some of the problems because they were rebelling against them, but other stuff, they're like, oh, that's fine.
Yeah, they're not the boomer generation. They're like a little bit younger than that. They understand some of the problems, but they're like, but that other stuff, that's like fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Yeah, problems.
Yeah, basically just don't worry about it too much.
Just don't worry about it. It's all good. But yeah, like we've seen gems go inside of clothing before. We already have the talk of like, so how did gems don't know about clothing? So how does this make sense that Pearl is describing it as going inside of a garment? Yeah, it's weird, but I guess gems can just control objects in general, I think.
Also, something that I was thinking about throughout this episode, this is unrelated, but Steven sure gets tossed around a lot in this one. He, like, falls down and nobody catches him when the pyramid flips over, and then Garnet just throws him onto a pillar, and I'm like, haha. With the context of Future, it's like, how's his bones today? How are your bones, Steven?
He's having a no bones day.
I'm sure it's fine. It's not fine.
It's all good.
So, like, the episode ends, like, they destroy the pyramid. Episode is, like, strumming on his ukulele, singing the serious song, only to be interrupted by butterflies again.
Okay, this is a song that is not on the albums. Come on.
I don't think it should be.
And yet we get, what is it, like Big Fat Zucchini on the albums? I'm sorry, that is... Why is that song on there and not this one?
That is such a good point.
This song is better.
Hey, Charlie, get us to the trivia.
Tell me some things.
Guess what? We're entering the Crystal Temple for some trivia.
Zoda's mentioned that Steven is banned from all rides at Funland forever. It may have been an exaggeration since he's later able to ride the roller coaster with Amethyst in Too Short to Ride.
Okay. That's the next episode when he's writing stuff?
Apparently.
I feel like since then...
Okay, no, like, he ends up at Funland, but I don't think that he enters and, like, legally rides a ride otherwise. Like, in Bubble Buddies, he and Connie are on a roller coaster in a bubble and
yeah, that doesn't
fling
count.
a bunch of people.
That don't
But
count.
that was also the episode before this.
Oh, okay, well, never mind then. I'm just saying, I think that they end up messing with the roller coasters several times, but maybe not riding them. I don't know.
I also think that maybe it's because, like, I think he helps Mr. Smiley a few times since then, so maybe he just gets unbanned and is just not seen on screen. Okay, so inside the strange maze, before Steven caused it to flip over, there are murals! It just says Rose Quartz battling another gem. That's it. Doesn't say what gem.
Okay, they got spiky hair, they got a downward triangle gem shape. Who
what does
could
it mean?
fucking say?
Who is it?
The inverted pyramid, Delta, temple is steeped in ancient female symbols such as deltas, moons, crescents, and ancient goddesses such as Tanit.
Ooh.
Damn.
All right. Feminine.
Girl power. Hell yeah, girl power.
Lesbians.
Lesbians.
So this is the first episode to air in 2014, y'all. We are in a different year.
And the obelisk holds an albite gem stone.
Good shit. Okay, so
where's that information coming from? Steven Universe Wiki, tell me.
You know what? I think it was in a game or something. Okay, so the maze's central conceit may be a reference to Zork 2, which features a puzzle with exactly the same concept of a maze around a central room in which you feel disoriented that turns out to be spinning in the same manner.
That fucking slaps.
Also, hey Raye, this was a labyrinth. We're still in the fucking labyrinth!
By the time this episode comes out, I think you guys might be out of the labyrinth.
I don't fucking know. Time doesn't exist when you podcast.
This episode comes out July 14th.
When do we finish our season?
Never. The labyrinth is eternal.
Oh, okay. This might be like right after we finish the labyrinth.
Congratulations, you guys got out the labyrinth.
And now we're back in another one.
We're back in it.
I'm back in the fucking room again.
Hey, guess what? There's Legend of Zelda references.
Woo!
I was letting you take that, yeah. Some of the music sounds like it at the moment. Garlic. The moment when Garnet blocked the falling spikes healing, it's similar to the stone umbrella in you use an Ocarina of Time. And even where the doors open and close when the puzzle is solved.
That's cool.
And also, one of the final scenes when Garnet's like, "Serious Steven, go!" It appears to be a reference to the popular franchise Pokemon.
Hey!
Just toss the boy.
Just toss the boy.
him!
The Lifetime ban is
use
mentioned.
Thunderbolts.
Steven, use depression and anxiety. Steven, use never healing from your childhood trauma.
So helpful.
Steven, use shattering people by accident.
No!
Too low, my dude.
We're not talking about that. We
The
don't talk
Lifetime-
about Jasper.
The Lifetime ban is mentioned in Too Short to Ride.
Cool. So they do mention it the next time he's riding a ride in Funland.
In the landing sequence of the Crystal Gems, when the temple is reversed, parallels to when they jump down inside White Diamond ship in Change Your Mind, where Steven lands gracefully in the latter scene.
Aww.
Aww.
My boy's growing up.
I mean, also at that point, he knows how to float, so he can actually fall down.
Yeah.
Fall down large
He's
large
learned
distances.
Featherfall.
He learned Featherfall. He has Featherfall 4 boots, like in Minecraft.
Good shit. He got his paraglider from the Ghost King man.
Should I play Breath of the Wild? I still haven't. I have it. I just haven't played it.
Whoa, dude. Stop
Bro.
doing podcasts. Just
Hey,
play
hey,
Breath of
bro.
the Wild.
Bro, pray.
Oh, okay, bye. Hold on.
Play Breath of the Wild, just like me.
No, here's how much I haven't played Breath of the Wild. It's still sealed.
Open that bad boy up. That's your first fucking priority.
I just
Look at
bought
that.
it on the internet. I don't have physical games. The only physical one I have is Animal Crossing.
Here, hold on. Wait, hold on. Here. We'll share this experience together.
Unboxing video. Hell yeah.
Unboxing on an audio format.
We'll share this experience together.
This is beautiful.
That's satisfying. There it goes.
I think our we don't do plugs in this podcast, but our official plug is Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. I'm just gonna get my
Why are Switch game cases so fucking big? Like they
When the
already
games are
have
so
the
tiny?
proper design. Yeah, it with the like DS cases that like even those are wasting plastic, honestly.
Oh, apparently the last game I had on my Switch was Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. I did not like that game too much.
Oops.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
You
Gen
didn't
4
like the
remake?
diamonds? The Great Diamond Authority?
Do these still taste bad? Yeah, they do.
What are you doing?
Have you ever licked a
What?
Switch cartridge, Charlie?
Why would I?
They make them taste so fucking bad so that children don't eat them.
Why would you eat it?
Because small children
Why
are
wouldn't you?
stupid.
You're a
Yes,
baby.
but why would you, an adult, eat them?
For the experience.
That did not taste bad. Well, yeah, okay. Ah, there we go.
Maybe it wears off a little bit.
God, what are you guys doing? What is happening here?
We're the kind of autistic people that have to be protected from eating small things when we're kids.
God, do I have to like put you in timeout? Like I put my children in timeout? I can't actually stop my toddlers from eating things unless they are like hazardous like that.
Hey, who are we giving Pearl points to?
Let's see. Pearl point.
Jesus Christ.
No, I'm not giving any Pearl points to Jesus.
Nah, I'll give Pearl points to thinking about gay sex in church.
God damn it.
I'm gonna give my pro point to the mysterious gem in the mural. Who knows who the fuck that is?
I'm giving my Pearl point to the half to the ukulele and half to Pearl's tea set.
Good.
It belongs with the inanimate objects because we bring them along for comfort.
Great.
And
That
then they're not
ukulele's
helpful
been
at
through a
all.
lot.
Ukulele's been through a lot. My actual Pearl point goes to the butterflies. They committed to the bit.
They did commit to the bit.
He wanted to murder
That's quite
Steven.
a bit that's happening.
Haha.
That sure is a bit.
A bit much.
Oh my
Ninten-
god.
Nintendo presents.
Okay.
Oh boy, guys, I'm booting up
Oh
for
my
The
god.
Legend of
Oh
Zelda.
my god! Actively, we gotta finish this podcast so Robert
The
can
Legend of Zelda. Hold on,
this.
Breath of the Wild. This is like really underwhelming introduction. Oh, never mind. It started glowing.
Yeah, it's building up drama, you know? Like
Robert,
Well,
do you have a
well,
question? Do you
uh,
have the question for the episode?
My question of the episode is:
what ride did you throw up on as a kid?
I never threw up on a ride. I rode all like the big roller coasters when I was a kid.
The ones I cannot fucking do are those big ships that go back and forth. Absolutely the fuck not. Anything else I'm like basically fine.
Yeah, so how about this? What rides could you just not do? Or can you just not do? I do not like upside down, or I don't love backwards.
Okay, backwards can also make me nauseous, but upside down, I'm like, hell yeah, let's do it.
Specifically, a ride that gave me a panic attack afterwards is the redone Tower of Terror that's Guardians of the Galaxy. The up and down thing. I was like, cool, I'm gonna do this. It's gonna be so fun because it's Guardians now. I never did Tower of Terror. And then guess what? For like 20 minutes, I was crying afterwards.
Oh no.
That was only like a couple years ago.
Oh, I like the up and down rides, but the Tower of Terror I rode like as a little kid and it scared the shit out of me. It's so
sorry,
spooky.
Man. Yeah. I'm sorry.
I mean, if we're talking about those kinds of things, I would say then, yeah, no, I still haven't had any problems on any roller coasters. It's just vibes. It's just
congrats
vibes.
for being so much better than all of us.
Congrats.
Robert is just built different.
Robert's built different. I just find it fun.
You do.
Hey, before we go, Raye, tell the people who you are and where to find you on the internet.
Yeah.
I'm a little guy, so
Just a little guy.
Raye is the coolest little guy.
Aw.
You can find them on the podcast that we do together.
Yeah, we just so happen to also do another podcast. That one is called Of the Eldest Gods, which is a reference to Percy Jackson, which is the book series that we are currently reading really slowly.
By the time this episode comes out, my episode would come out, which is us just for like 30 minutes out of the hour and a half.
Your episode's already out.
Is it out?
Isn't it? It should be already out.
Last episode that came out as we're recording was the one with you and Darian.
Oh, okay. I don't remember anything.
Dummies.
No, okay, yeah. You're just the next.
I was literally
I do not keep track of this
titular Battle Labyrinth.
I forgot things.
You forgot.
Okay.
I also have another podcast that I do with my darling cousin / roommate, Ted.
That podcast that I'm the #1 fan of, you mean?
Yeah, that's how we met, was because of Barbie. Barbie movie slap. It'll come out eventually again. Maybe sooner than you think.
Oh, I know Sam wants to be on. You need to get Sam on for a Barbie movie because
hell yeah.
My goodness, that boy. We stand this cishet white man. This singular cishet white man.
The only one.
I don't hate cishet white people. I'm even friends with one.
There are 2 cishet white men that I think are fine, and they are Sam and Owen.
Mm-hmm. So the underlying theme seems to be that neither of them are American.
This is true. Oh my god. But one of them is British. Oh my god.
Some crimes can never be forgiven.
Oh god. I need to take us out of this place.
Get the fuck out of my
cabin. Free us from this mortal coil.
Well, y'all, if every podcast were perfect,
we wouldn't have dubbits.
Bye.
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 You can follow this podcast socials at The Bits SU Pod on Instagram and Tumblr. You can send a message to our Diamond line through thebitssupod@gmail.com. Be sure to give us a rating, a review, or let your friends and followers know how much you love the podcast. That really helps. Our music was written and produced by Jason Hilton. You can find him at Negative Selections on Instagram. You can follow me, Charlie, at GreenPixie12 on most platforms, and I also have an art Instagram at GreenPixieDraws.
You can find me, Robert, at the Damn Meme page on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Damn is spelled D-A-M. If you want to hear more from me, check out one of my many podcasts. I have a Once Upon a Time podcast called Entering Storybrooke, a Kim Possible podcast called That's a Sitch, and an Oseman Verse podcast called the Truum Grammar Book Club.
The Bits is proud to be a part of Deus Ex Media, which features great podcasts like Super Scary, a love letter to superheroes, sci-fi, and horror movies, hosted by Josh.
Do you love to be super scared? Do you enjoy listening to hilarious hot takes on timeless classics? Well, fear not, listeners. I'm here. Welcome to the Super Scary Podcast, where we cover everything from the supernatural to the superpowered. I'm your host, Josh, a scaredy cat nerd who enjoys superhero, sci-fi, and horror movies way too much. Whether I'm processing my trauma from Texas Chainsaw Massacre or reminiscing on the nostalgia of Hocus Pocus, my guests and I have a hilarious time going through our favorite and sometimes not so favorite moments. I'm your friend till the end, listeners, because everyone's entitled to one super scary podcast. We post weekly episodes on Mondays, and you can find us at Super Scary Podcast on all the socials. See you in the afterlife, listeners.
We
We're
got
always
this.
afraid here.
That's my secret. That's my secret, Captain. I'm always afraid. Cowers in the corner as the giant fucking monster thingy in Avengers comes at me.
Listen, it's called anxiety.
It's called anxiety. We need representation in the MCU for anxiety. We have representation for great anger. What if instead of the Incredible Hulk, we had like the socially anxious Greg?
That's me.
You're the socially anxious Greg.
I am.
You wouldn't want to make me anxious. You wouldn't like me when I'm anxious because then I go nonverbal and sit in the corner.
Why are you calling me out like this?
I'm calling myself out, dude.
Deus Ex Media.